Hello again. So we're back with the grocery list problem. The last video, we completed the grocery list class. So this video, we're going to complete the grocery item order class. So the grocery item order class, we needed a constructor. And in the problem, it told us that constructor would accept three parameters: an item name, an item quantity, and a price per unit. We need to write a method that'll return the total cost for each item order. So for example, if I have 3 boxes of cereal and they're $2.50 each, it would return $7.50. And the last method that we want to write is something that allows us to change the quantity. So maybe I change my mind. I realize I had a box of cereal in the pantry, and so now I really only need 2 boxes, not 3. So starting here though with our class, one of the things we talked about in the last video was that whatever the state of your object is going to be, so in this case, it's going to be a name, a quantity, and a price per unit, we're going to need some class fields for that. So in general, let's keep our class fields private. We could make them public if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that. So let's make a private string named item name. Let's make a private int called item quantity, and a private double named item price per unit. That's a lot to type, so I'm gonna just copy that right now so that when I use it again, I can just paste that in. All right, so we have our class fields. Now let's make our constructor. And our constructor is gonna take these 3 parameters that the user inputs, and it is going to create that constructor. So what I want to do is I want to take the field, this dot item name, and I want to assign that the value of the item name that was passed into my constructor when it was created. So the user, remember the discussion we had about this dot? This item name refers to the parameter that's being passed in. When I use this dot, it helps my program remember that I'm speaking specifically about this item name in my class, the class field. So the this dot separates and it differentiates between the class field and the parameter item name. I'm going to do the same thing here with my item quantity. My field item quantity is going to be assigned the value of parameter. And the last one, the one that I already copied because it's a lot to type, is my price per unit. And my constructor is complete. So my constructor is going to take these 3 parameters and assign those values to the class fields that I already set up. Great. So now what we need to do is we need to write this method getCost. And if you remember in the last video, we're already calling this method right here. It's just not written yet. So what we want this method to do is to return the total cost. And the total cost is really just going to be the quantity of the items times the price per unit. So again, like the cereal example, 3 boxes of cereal at $2.50 each is $7.50. So I could write a lot of stuff in here, but the simplest way to do this is just to go to a return statement right now and return the item quantity times the item price per unit. And that's done. So I could have created a temporary variable, multiplied them and assigned that value to the temporary variable and then returned that variable. But since that variable is going to be lost anyways, you can just simply return the value and do it that way. All right. The last method that I want to write here in this class is one that is going to allow me to change the quantity of my item here. And so in order to change that quantity, so public void set quantity, so I'm going to get item quantity passed to me. All I really need to do here is to say, all right, let me change this field here, the one that I already assigned in the constructor. In the constructor, we said we needed, let's say, 3 boxes of cereal, and then I changed my mind later and say I really want to change that to 2 or 1. So this method is just going to allow us to reassign that value. That's it. So that is the class complete right now. And so we have our grocery item order class. We have our class fields. We have our constructor, and we have two different methods, one that returns the cost and one that changes the quantity that I need. And that's it for this video. In the third video, what we're going to do is go to the client class and basically run this program and show how everything kind of works together.